So in the last video, I took off the wrap on my R6 in preparation, in preparation for the new look that we're gonna do on the bike. So if you're unfamiliar, if you're new here or anything, I had a white vinyl wrap on my 2017 Yamaha R6, and we are gonna be switching things up and doing a little bit different of a look. I've gone over it 1,000 times in other videos on why I did the wrap and why I was taking it off. Today, I've got the stuff that I need for the new look. Excuse me, I'm still getting over this sickness. This is the longest that I've been sick in years. New look. You guys don't know anything about it. So there were several reasons that I went with a wrap over anything else when I first did this. But there's probably one main reason that I went with the wrap over other options. And that was because there was no aftermarket fairings available for the 2017 R6. I wanted to do aftermarket fairings. I had some cool ideas, and I talked to a few companies that were interested in doing fairings actually for the R3 that I did on the last giveaway series, but they didn't make fairings for the R6, so I had to go with a different option, and that's why I eventually chose to do the wrap on the bike, because, well, one, I couldn't do fairings, and two, it gave me tons of options on colors that I could do for the bike, and I was in love with the satin frozen vanilla color that I ended up going with for the bike. Now, the reason that I took it off, or I wasn't perfectly happy with the job that I did on the wrap. It looked good, and it looked really good in pictures, and unless you like looked up close at the bike, you wouldn't really notice the problems, but it was the first wrap job that I'd ever done. It wasn't perfect, and it wasn't up to my standards, so I always knew that I wanted to eventually do something different, whether it be taking off the wrap and redoing it, or doing aftermarket fairings when they eventually became available, or trying out Plastidip. But when I was looking for carbon fiber pieces for the bike, so in the past I did the front fender over the front wheel, I did the rear hugger over the rear wheel, and then eventually I got the tank cover on the front. Companies were making carbon fiber pieces for those pieces as well as the side pieces. So from there, I started looking, and sure enough, some companies were offering full fairings for the 2017 R6. The main companies that people usually use for aftermarket fairings still aren't offering fairings for the new R6. I don't know why, but they just aren't. And AU Motor Fairing reached out to me. It turns out that I had already found their stuff on eBay, and then I came across the email that they had sent me, and they were interested in doing a little sponsorship with the bike. So I partnered up with them, and they sent me out some custom fairings. Now, the really cool thing about this, I made a design, and they took that design and they made fairings for me, and I've seen the pictures. I'm so excited. I haven't unboxed the box yet, so we're gonna get that opened up and start putting the new fairings on the bike. I'm so excited for this. So if you're looking for fairings, go check out the link at the top of the description to AU Motor Fairing. They don't just offer it for the R6, they make them for a bunch of different street bikes. But yeah, I was really excited because they're one of the few companies that was making aftermarket fairings for this bike, and that's what I always wanted to do in the first place. So today we're gonna be putting on the new fairings that yours truly designed, and I'm really excited to see how this turns out. So I don't think that I've really showed, I mean, I showed you guys me taking off all the fairings on the last video, but I don't think I really showed the bike in its kind of naked state here. Looks pretty cool. This is, yeah, I'm just gonna leave the bike just like this. The front kind of maintains the shape. You can kind of see the look that it would have if it was stunted out. It looks pretty cool. All right, here we go. So this is actually pretty cool. I didn't know they did this, but it's not just all of the colored pieces that they include. They also include all the kind of like inner black pieces that aren't necessarily the primary colored fairings on there. So that's nice. And then it looks like they include the heat shielding as well. So for all those places, I guess I'll have to cut those out and put them on. I'm not sure if they include the foam pieces. I think there might be foam in a few spots. I don't know. Let's go look at the stock pieces real quick. All right, so on some of the side pieces, it's got some, you know, pretty thick foam. Here are the heat shield pieces right there. So I'll have to put on those. I don't know if the pieces that they sent already have those foam pieces on there, or if it just doesn't come with them. I don't even know if it's extremely necessary. I guess we'll see when we get them installed. But I'm gonna go ahead and get these things unwrapped and show you what the fairings look like. So what do you guys think? Here are the new fairings. I went with, actually, let me get a little bit close up on these. I don't know if you can really tell on the camera, but it's got silver, it's kind of like a dark silver gloss. And then it's matte black. It's a matte gold, although it still kind of looks a little bit shiny. And then matte white as well, so. I'm so excited. It looks even better than it did in the pictures. Now, I will mention it doesn't have the foam pieces on the inside, so I'm gonna get it installed without the foam pieces. I'm still gonna do the heat shield foam. I think it might feel a little flimsy on the bike because it won't be sitting, you know, like super flush with the foam on the fairings. So I might end up buying all those foam pieces, just like I'm ordering the foam pieces for that carbon fiber tank cover. I haven't ordered aftermarket fairings from any other companies before, so I can't say how they do it, but you know, just to let you know in case you're ordering from them. I'm gonna go ahead and get the heat shielding on there. I'm not gonna record it because I'm just putting it on and cutting it. So I'm gonna get that stuff put on, and then we'll get the mounting hardware. We'll get that put into each of the pieces, kind of like the rubber grommets and things like that. And then we'll start putting the stuff on the bike. All right, so it's time to see how fast that I can put on all these fairings back onto the bike. So it's a lot later in the day because I was watching Aylin this afternoon. Everything I filmed before was just while she was napping. But all the mounting hardware is put back onto the fairings. At least I think. Of course, I don't have the foam. I got the heat shield put on the inside of the rear pieces that are by the exhaust. Here is that. I just laid it down and kind of cut it to where it was supposed to be. And that heat shield comes with the kit. I talked with AU Motor Fairing, and they said that really no aftermarket fairing company, at least none that they know of, provides the foam that is on the inside of the fairings. Now I tried to see if I could take that foam off. I heated it up a little bit with not a blow dryer, but a heat gun, and used kind of a razor to kind of lift it up to see if I could take it off. And you can, if you're like diligent about it and careful, you can take the foam off and then use like a 3M adhesive spray to put it on the new fairings. I didn't want to do that because I want to leave them on the stock fairings because I don't want to be swapping stuff back and forth, and if I sell these I don't want to have to, you know, sell them without the foam. So I didn't do that. I'm going to order foam myself. But if you order fairings from wherever and you have to, you know, swap the foam, you don't want to buy new foam, you can do that. So here are the fairings put back together. Actually, at least these two pieces. Of course, the rear exhaust pieces attached to the rear, I haven't put those on. I'm going to wait until I get them on the bike. But look at this, so nice, so nice. I love this. As you can see, I already I know some people will not like this, but I drilled the holes for my frame sliders on both of those. I'm losing daylight, so I'm going to set the camera up and we're going to get these fairings on. Well, as you can tell, I ran out of light, so getting back to it today. All right side is it's on. The stuff isn't bolted on yet. Like, we still got to put the bolts in here, connect it to the exhaust piece, or the piece that's next to the exhaust down here. We have the little piece that connects the left and right side down there. I'm gonna put the left side on first. That'll allow us to connect those pieces together. The only pieces that I'm not gonna be able to put on, at least permanently yet, are the tail pieces, which look pretty awesome. I'm really excited to put on these. So here is here's one side of that. You got the gloss silver with the matte black and white continuing on the lines from the front. I want to get some additional adhesive for the pieces that kind of came off. All right, welcome to day 3 of working on the bike. I wanted to get this video out earlier and get this done faster, but it's kind of just how life be right now. So the last thing that I was about to do, the rear pieces, I was kind of concerned that I wasn't gonna be able to put them on. I think I mentioned earlier that I still needed to get the adhesive for them. But what I realized is that the pieces that come with the kit actually mount a little bit differently. As you can see here, it's got 3 little protruding little stems right there, and that isn't how the stock one is. The stock piece only has 1, and it goes in right here. So I was kind of wondering, well, what am I supposed to do here? Am I supposed to cut them off, or I don't know. But the pieces that come with the kit, the black pieces that they mount to right here, they actually have the holes. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera. They have the holes for those little stems. And if I'm not mistaken, all I have to do is take off these 2 bolts right here and this pin right here, and they should come off. What I'm gonna do now is put on the last few pieces. We've got the windscreen, we've got the front tank cover, and then we'll put on the black pieces on the side. They go right here, and we'll put on the seats. That should at least give you guys the full look of the bike. And that's kind of what I wanted to accomplish in this video. So I'm gonna get those pieces put on, and we'll see how it looks. So I had to go inside for a little while because we had some storms come through, and now everything's wet. Bike is not, though. Well, it got drizzled on, but I cleaned it off. It's all done. Everything is put on. Let me just show it to you. I could not be happier with how it turned out. Just to think that this came out of this crappy Photoshop job that I did, just coming up with a design on my own. This is the first bike that I've actually like designed graphics for. I don't know. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I know there's going to be some of you that don't like it. Whenever you do graphics on a bike, you tend to turn off more people than if you just left something plain, as I've done with most of my bikes so far. But I'm okay with that because I'm really excited to have something that's a little bit different. I know not everybody would have done this. I tried to go with colors that were a little bit different, but kind of having a callback to the first R6 that I have. It was a 2009 Raven edition, so it was that gloss black tank with some matte black fairings and then the gold accents. So the gold R6 logo, the gold wheels. And so I kind of wanted to bring that look back with this bike while still adding some different graphics and whatnot. So this is what we came up with, or rather what I came up with, and what AU Motor Fairing did with the kit. The quality is really, really nice. They wanted to emphasize to me they don't like to advertise as same as OEM fitment, but the fitment was great. I was actually kind of worried because I've heard horror stories from other brands. It actually worked out really well. The quality is outstanding. It feels just as good as stock, honestly. If there's any questions that you guys have about the fairings, again, I'll have them linked down in the description so you guys can check them out. They have really, really good pricing. There's two things that I need to decide. One, what color to do the wheels, and two, what color to do the tank. Now, the wheels I need to change. The blue is like, that doesn't look good. There's way too much going on when you have the wheels being blue. I originally wanted to get them powder coated gold. I don't know if I still want to do that, because I don't know if I want to make it so it's irreversible. That's where I was kind of thinking it might be a good idea to do like a black plasti dip. That way, if I don't like it, I can change it. And if I sell the bike and I want them to be blue with the stock, like the potential for stock blue fairings, then you can still do that. So let me know in the comments what you guys think I should do with the wheels. And then for the tank, I thought this is the reason that I left the vinyl on the tank, the white vinyl, because at least then it would look better than having a blue tank on here. I actually think it looks really good. You guys let me know what you think about that. My only other like option there, well, I have a couple different options, but if I want to do a different wrap, I could go with like a matte black to match the black stripe on the side. Or the other option would be to get the tank matched to the gloss silver, but I don't really want to have it be irreversible for the tank. I want the tank to still be able to go back to the stock blue. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of that. If you think that the white looks pretty good as is. The other thing, all of the foam pieces that I said that I was going to buy for the stock or for the aftermarket fairings, now again, I still have to ride it, but everything fits so tight that I don't think having the foam on there is going to make any difference at all, except for costing me more money. So for the moment, I'm just not going to bother ordering foam to put on the fairings, or even the tank cover. Like this thing is solid. It's not going anywhere. So I may not even mess with it. One less thing I have to worry about. So that's that. Let me know what you guys think. If you want to get fairings for yourself, make sure you check out AU Motor Fairing. I'll link their stuff down in the description. You can get this exact kit. They have it listed on their site. Designed by yours truly. You can have a matching R6 with the same fairings as me, or if you want to go with like a different color set, you can do that too. But go check them out. They make them for a bunch of other bikes too. So that's gonna be it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry it took so long to get this out. It's been really hectic trying to find spare time here and there to work on stuff, but family comes first, so that's kind of why it's been the way it has. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You guys have been awesome. I've been Motonosity. Remember, life's better with horsepower. Keep life lived, and I'll see you guys in the next one.